East Palestine, een klein stadje in Ohio. 4700 inwoners en elke 10 minuten een lange goederentrein. Maar toen kwam de ramp, ruim 4 weken geleden. 50 wagons van een vrachttrein ontspoorden.
We were at home. My wife and I heard some noise and I didn't know what it was. So I said, well, let's go look. So we come over here and we drove around and it was all kinds of first responders here and we saw the smoke coming from over this direction. So we come up the hill this way and pulled up here and looked and saw what was going on over there. We saw it was a train wreck.
De ontspoorde wagons liggen er nog. De overheid saneert nu de grond die in containers is opgeslagen. Vervuild water wordt afgevoerd. Grond wordt afgegraven. Er wordt gezocht naar gif in de rivier. Er kwam veel gif vrij, vooral vinylchloride, gebruikt in PVC. De lokale overheid zette het goedje 3 dagen na de ontsporing gecontroleerd in brand. Er kwam schadelijk fosgeen vrij. Er kwam een verplichte evacuatie. Angst regeerde. De bevolking vroeg antwoorden na 2 weken van onzekerheid.
Trying to get our citizens back into their homes safe. That's what we need right now. We need our citizens to feel safe in their own homes. What? You sound frustrated. I'm very frustrated.
Het milieuagentschap kwam langs en stelde gerust. Lucht en drinkwater waren veilig. Melody en Tom vertrouwen het niet en zijn bang.
This came out of our sweeper. I cleaned the sweeper before I did that, and
it is not the dirt that worries you, of course.
It's the blackness of it. I don't know what that is, and I've had some health issues in the past, and lost a kidney and had 2 strokes, so I'm concerned about this a lot. Yeah.
Een beetje verderop in East Palestine zie ik een man zijn huis leegmaken.
We're moving out because of the train derailment. Like, we don't feel it's safe anymore.
You feel that there's a health risk?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I had to go to the hospital for the first day I was here. And my dog had a seizure.
Paul verhuist naar South Carolina, 1000 kilometer ver weg, na een heel leven in East Palestine. Na de ramp werd hij eerst geëvacueerd.
We've been in the hotel ever since it happened on the 4th. And, well, the railroad said they'd stop paying for it. That was about a week ago. And so we've been out of pocket ever since until we move.
Our town is just a nice little town. I mean, everybody helps everybody, and we have a park that every year we get together, and they call it Dog Days. We go over and we paint the park and the fence for the kids, and I just hate to see all that go away. It's small town America.
In een lokaal buurthuis vragen Melody en Tom advies bij een gespecialiseerde advocaat over een mogelijke rechtszaak.
So we think we can go forward with a mass action and move it more quickly and give people money.
Iedereen in het stadje heeft zorgen.
They have major fears of getting cancer. Right now, the water on the surface is clean, but the way vinyl chloride works is it gets down into the system, down in the water table, and it just sits there, and then the aquifer makes it move over a period of years. And so the vinyl chloride will move throughout the system. The people that have cattle, they can't sell their cattle. I mean, it's a tragic situation. I've never seen anything like it, and I've handled a lot of train derailments in America.
4 weken na de ramp blijven de media kamperen in East Palestine. Vandaag komt de grote baas van het Milieuministerie de bevolking geruststellen.
I recognize there has been a deficit of trust. This community has gone through a lot over the last several weeks and understandably continue to wonder what the future looks like for East Palestine.
I don't know what to believe. I mean, there's different, like institutions, and it's hard to know what to believe. I'd like to believe I'm sure they're doing their best. I hope so anyway. That's all we can really hope for.
Hello everybody.
Intussen wordt de giframp ook politiek uitgebuit. Op Fox News hit Tucker Carlson de gemoederen elke dag op.
Imagine at the same time this has happened in Washington, D.C. and, say, Georgetown. Well, the National Guard would be called in. There'd be no mushroom cloud of toxic chemicals on the horizon, we can promise you that. But it happened to the poor, benighted town of East Palestine, Ohio, whose people are forgotten and, in the view of the people who lead this country, forgettable.
Tucker Carlson on Fox News said that you people were forgotten. Do you agree?
I completely agree.
Why is that?
They said FEMA was coming to help us, and I called them, and they said they're helping the city, not the residents. So.
But EPA is here, right?
Yeah, I don't believe a word they say.
Why not?
It's just who believes the government half the time. And the EPA is saying it's safe to come home, and we've been home and sick, so.
Intussen gaat het opruimen onverminderd voort. De lange treinen rijden weer. De ramp in East Palestine is een van de 1000 treinontsporingen per jaar in de VS. De zeer winstgevende privémaatschappij Norfolk Southern investeert maar weinig in veiligheid. Er is zelfs geen conducteur meer op de vrachttreinen van 2 kilometer lang.
They pulled that train for miles with a fire underneath it, and nobody saw it on the train. And so, Congress is going to have to act, but this is always a problem because there may be a few congressmen that want to do something about it, but the railroads always have a tendency to see to it that the laws don't pass that would make them a safer place because they're really more interested in profits than they are in people.
East Palestine ligt op het kruispunt van vele crisissen. Het zal nog maanden of jaren duren voor het leven hier weer helemaal normaal wordt.